Alrighty, Fife, you complete nutcase. Just kidding. I like you, Fife. You're one of my favorite people on the YouTube scene. But anyway, this is Bphife'S broadcast cam challenge. Just playing on default. 4 minute quarter game. Just a short game to illustrate this. I said I would take the B5 challenge, and darn it, I will. Let's bump it up to 5 minutes. That's a little bit longer. Give it a little bit more of a less frenetic pace of the game. But anyhow, Bphife, and for those of you who are not familiar with him, I included a link to his video doing this below, where he talks about playing on broadcast cam to get a new feel for the game. I mean, it doesn't change the game; it's the same game, but it does present some challenges, certainly, as far as especially in the passing game, downfield passing for obvious reasons, because you're not going to be able to see downfield. So that puts more of a premium for me on making a good pre-snap read, taking on some visual cues from the line of vision that I do have to see what's open, and then trusting my drop and receiver route breaks and making it happen. It is a graphically pleasing camera, certainly. I haven't played on a side camera angle since the old Joe Montana Sports Talk football game. Long time ago. And if you want to give yourself a nice little challenge this late in the game, knock yourself out. It certainly can do that for you against a CPU. I would never in a million years play a user with this.
Hello, friendship. Nance along with Bill Sims, and we are live here for this.
But hey, you can play the game however you want. Whatever gives you enjoyment, knock yourself out.
These teams get really fired up taking center stage on a night like this.
Well, you said it right. Taking center stage. Today's professional athletes, we know these players all the time. They love it when they're on stage and everybody is
Blake, I am a Blake Bortles believer. And I like what the Jags have cooking. Jags like my adopted favorite team, when my Jets piss me off.
Ready to kick it away to start today's game.
All right, so let's go.
And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. And now, trotting onto the field, quarterback
Gino.
Well, everybody said the New York Jets in 2013 were going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL, and Geno Smith, what a
While the Jets offseason defensively and with their coaching staff has been nice, it ain't going to do much without a quarterback unless you plan on being historically good on defense, which is impossible to tell until you're actually playing games. But even then, ain't looking pretty. So we got stacked the box here.
Offense lines up here. Secures it with two hands. And
So does audible to a quick passing play to get into a good rhythm. That's what I mean, you know. Read the safeties, and then you can read your visual cues, trust your drop, trust your breaks, and go. You can still read the short defenders fine and the curl flat defenders fine. With deep defenders, you're basically relying on pre-snap. And then route timing, route break timing, knowing that.
Was good for only 3, so it's now 2nd down and 7. Chris Ivory lined up in the backfield. They need to get the play off. And Ivory's taking the handoff. Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line.
Visually, it's a very nice camera.
Let's take a look at the defense now and talk a bit about defensive tackle Red Bryant out of Texas A&M.
Red Bryant had a lot to do with Seattle winning the Super Bowl last year against the Denver Broncos. He's a big defensive lineman that all defenses are looking for.
Two deep safeties on 3rd and 2. I'm going to try to run. Oh, they're creeping up a little bit.
Third down and 2. And Ivory's going to take the handoff now.
Ivory just struck somebody right on their rear end. Puz took it. Puz took it from the fullback and right from Ivory's helmet.
Short yardage situation, so don't try to do anything fancy. Just run it up in there with power and get the first down.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Smith's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Just a quick drop back. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's interesting as you watch the receiver.
Not going to get much toughness out of Percy Harvin.
He knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice
Let's
hit
push downfield. Let's test our metal a little bit.
Offense lines up here.
Single high.
Smith is in the shotgun.
I think we got man. We got a man blitz, but couldn't quite get it off. Let's cover 0.
Now looking at third down. Smith is in the shotgun. Throws the pass. Now they take the
Alrighty. 3 deep, 4 verts. Trust the break or trust the route depth with my timing. And I know where the seams are going to be in cover 3. So I just got to trust it. That's all you can do downfield. You just got to trust it.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Here's the first snap after the big play. They'll go ground.
Good blocking.
Brought to a halt.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness,
I do disagree with his premise that it's more realistic to pass this way. Because, you know, you're never passing blind as a quarterback if you're any good, at least. You know, quarterbacks do rely on pre-snap cues, and they use that obviously to get an idea of where they want to throw the football, and post-snap confirms what they see, and the good ones are able to come off if they're wrong, or if their primary read on the side of the field that they're reading, or the defender that they're keying, does what they don't expect. And with this, you're kind of limited to doing what I said. Reading a side of the field and going off of what you can see, and then trusting that you read right pre-snap with the deep defenders.
You're probably going to run the football. It's third and short. If you run hard, all you need is a little bit of a lane. We see it there, able to get the first down.
Offense lines up here. First down at the 31. Here's Decker. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
That's a good job by the wide receiver, running the drag route across the field.
All right, Gino, go on with your bad self.
But he sticks it right on him for the completion.
They're back at the line after that.
So here I'm just going to read the flat. If it's too deep, chances are this is cover 2 or cover 4. I read the flat first, and, you know, I saw no one there, pop it. If someone came down to the flat, then I'd look for the dig.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
This will be second down. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here in East Rutherford. We'll return in a moment for the start of the second quarter. Second down. Play after play after play here on this drive.
Boom, Ivory. It's a cool look graphically. I mean, it really is.
They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. This has been a long drive so far. Gets it again, and he's in for the touchdown.
All righty. Good drive.
Well, just an awful job, wasn't it, by the defense? I mean, it's first and goal. Well, you know it's going to be a run, or I think you should be playing run. The defense not ready. They get overpowered, and they give up the running touchdown.
The Jets lined up now for the point after. And the extra point is good.
It's good.
The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. He'll have a chance to take off. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. They face first down. Offense lines up here. Robinson's going to secure the handoff. Pryor's going to make the tackle.
Nice. Let me. Whoops.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. Robinson's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. The give.
Boom.
Landry's the one who made the.
Come on, Landry came flying up. Linebacker in a safety's body.
Anytime you get in the backfield and stop the runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
It'll be third down. Looking across the middle, almost intercepted that time.
Almost.
Jim, when you get in these situations,
Was
there's not much
offsides.
you can do.
All right,
Third
3 and out.
Not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
They're in punting formation. Harvin's going to look for space now. Tackled at the 29-yard line. First down here.
Let's do a little Y cross. Flip it.
Split backfield here. Smith is in the shotgun. Catch made. Amaro's brought down after picking up just a yard.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Now here's the tricky part.
Offense lines up
All right,
here.
middle of the field coverage once again. Oh, we beat cover 0.
The Jets will take the snap from the 30. Keeps it on the play fake.
See, from there you just can't see anything.
I don't know if they were confused or not, but the left side of the offensive line that time, they were not aggressive. They got pushed back, and they give up a sack of the
Oh, it was
quarterback.
cover 3 again.
So they get to the quarterback on that last play. Third down coming up. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter.
Actually thought that might be man. I got that one wrong.
They overcome the sack. Third down on the way. Smith's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And Grant's nearly had the interception.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about
Alrighty,
anything.
punt the ball, we go.
And they stop the offense that time.
And I got my cover 3, but I can't tell where to put my pass lead, and I got to rely on that I've timed it right. So it has its minuses, as I've mentioned, and there you saw one of them, or 2 of them in that possession.
The Jaguars getting ready now to start their drive. They've come out in the dime package. The Jaguars from the 27th. It's Lee. Lee's able
Marquise Lee, I thought he'd be better than what he's been. Bit disappointing.
First down at the 39. Robinson's got it. And a first.
Oh, it's been so long that I've played with these guys. They're so bad in coverage. So bad.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Bortles back in shotgun formation. He has the grab.
Blake is humming right now.
Maybe 3 or 4. That leads us to 2nd down. Robinson's shifted from running back to a receiver in the slot. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
And moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Well, I think we're seeing something we see with so many teams now in the NFL. Running backs who can do it all. This guy can run, block, and he can catch short passes and make long gains after it. Nice job. Here we go now.
First down at the 30.
Got him.
Thrown to the ground. The Jaguars signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining.
And that's one of the major things that needs to improve for 16 is the CPU's ability to get rid of the ball and not take meaningless sacks. I mean, you're going to take sacks, of course, but that was a situation where a throwaway was definitely advisable and should have been done to help not kill the drive. But I have confidence that that's going to be fixed because I know things, which I cannot divulge. I have a lot of little birds. A little zone heat here on long yardage.
Robinson's lined up now as a slot receiver. He'll keep it on the play fake.
Well, that ain't gonna get the job done. All right, with Geno, this offensive line, I'm gonna let this thing run to the half.
Chances of giving up the big plays are pretty high, but the rush, they're quick enough. They get there and they sack the QB.
All set to punt here.
I'm not gonna have good field position, and I got a bad quarterback and a leaky offensive line, except for Brick and Mangles. So to hell with that. We're going right to the locker room.
Geno Smith takes the field for another time. Takes the knee. So that's going to do it here for the first half. Jets are up here in this one.
All right, welcome to the Verizon halftime report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Jets right now are doing a good job protecting.
It's basically my opinion of this. If you're someone who knows what they're doing and is looking to just make things challenging for yourself against the CPU, yeah, I mean, this can be fun. but can also be very annoying. I think it's more annoying than fun.
Jets have it later on the drive. Ivory's going to stay up the middle.
That's okay, B5. We like you.
Drive with the TD. Jets now on top.
We like you anyway.
Jaguars take over late in the second.
That's the thing, you know.
The pass over the middle, and the play will
People in this community can have varied opinions, varied views of the game and how they wish to go about playing it. You don't always have to agree with everything that everybody says. Have an open mind. Try it. If it's not for you, okay, move on. But at least you gave it a try. You're not someone who's just talking in ignorance, not knowing from any type of experience. You're just going by the opinions of others.
The Jaguars ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 22. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time.
And that runs rampant in this community, let me tell you. This community is very, very predictable. Never changes.
Hit the quarterback. Boom. You hand the football off. Big running lanes. That's why it works so well.
2nd and 4 following the run. An extra tight end on the field for this one. He'll throw it over the middle. Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
Paying the price over the middle.
Time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football is arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
After the incompletion, 3rd and 4 coming up. Offense lines up here. Out of the shotgun.
Blake's in trouble again. Super Blake.
That'll move the chains.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down.
That is right up there in my
and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting
top things in the game that need to be fixed. The QB break sack frequency is way too high. Way too high.
First down on the way. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a
Nifty little play there.
time. Taken down just 2 yards short of the first.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a first down.
After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way. Robinson's in the backfield. Single back set to the ground.
The old 0-1.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
First down at the 49. Throws the pass. He's got the catch. The tackle
Boom.
made at the 40.
Mario Davis missing tackles, though.
Has ruled today's game, Phil.
Yeah, the defense is dominating, and I'm going to be honest, it's fun to watch. Every once in a while, I like to see the offense take a beating to this.
You know where I screw up the most, really, is my pre-snap cycling of this stuff.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Complete to Lewis. Lewis tackled right at the 28.
The Jaguars did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind just by a few points in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? It's pretty simple. It leads to a score.
The Jaguars take it from the 28. Robinson's
There we go.
Good job.
See if we can stop this drive in its tracks.
The offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down coming up. Robinson's lined up in the slot. With 2 hands, he has
Whoa,
it.
Calvin Pace. Come on, baby.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Met by Wilkerson.
All right, need to stand. Need to stand.
It's a nice drive by the offense, Jim. They're down. They're driving down the field. Let's see if they can put 7 points on the board.
That is play number 10 on this drive. The third quarter comes to a close, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway. This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series. The long drive continues. Here is the first.
That's better. Stop him in his tracks.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're
Jets
down
front 7
some
is going to be
points,
really,
you're thinking
really,
touchdown
really
in this
good.
situation.
This will be the 11th play of the drive. What a drive this has been. Eyeing that left side. And
UFO.
underneath that time.
Well, the offensive coordinator is going to second-guess himself this time. Third and short. The pass is incomplete.
Going
Now
for it.
it's
They're
fourth
rolling the
down,
dice.
And he's over there saying, I knew it. We should have run it.
We're going to go YOLO here.
Is back on the field here with 4th and 3 to go. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third.
No, not going to get it.
Over on downs. The Jets lead right now, but you will see that not everything is going their way. Robinson's had a tough one, especially.
We need Toby Gerhart in the game for that short yardage.
They're going to go back to him for some more touches and try to get it right.
That's right. Keep giving him the football. Keep mixing the plays up. Don't get obvious in your play calls. If you do, the defense will have everything on their side.
And Ivory's brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets him a few yards.
All right, Ivory doing some good things.
It's now 2nd down.
Want Chain to get us some first downs. Don't do anything stupid.
Ivory lined up in the backfield. They'll run it here. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
That's what you want to do.
Push the
Get
Jags
first down,
light
especially
defensive
when
line
you're
around some.
Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
And run with some power.
First down here after the run. And they go back to the ground, and this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing 1.
Good job by the defense.
That I did not run
They
very well
stopped
at all.
the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Second down here after that run play. The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's 3rd and long.
Could not get out there.
The football is in
All right,
the
3rd and
hands of
long.
the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances.
Gonna leave
As
too
the
deep.
clock is winding down, the offense would
Gonna
like
leave
to just
Bilal
run
in
it
to
out.
block.
Smith's got it in the gun.
Oh, we had it, but Gino went Gino.
Jim, when you get in these situations,
Man
there's not much
coverage.
you can do. 3rd and
Time to
long,
release.
Not easy to pick up first downs in
But
these
Gino
types of
sucks.
situations.
Quigley will be called on now to punt the football.
Had single coverage on the outside and all that good stuff.
He's going to challenge the punt coverage. This is a big-time return. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, need the D to show out.
To the line, and it's first down. Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. Bortles going to take it from the gun.
Got him.
The defense gets a sack. Second down, late in the fourth quarter. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. The Jaguars will take the snap from the 45. Has his man, and Pace is in on the tackle. And the
Playing D on this angle is not that bad, especially on the front 7. Forget about controlling a deep defender.
Coming up, third down, a huge
But
moment.
underneath and on the D line, it's a pretty nice perspective.
Now is the running back behind the quarterback. The Jaguars will take the snap from the 45. On the
Close, tackle, and they're gonna go for it.
3-and-out series for the offense. Crucial play here. Fourth down on the way. Split backfield here. Bortles standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snaps.
He's gonna try to run. Nope.
Right around the 37.
Blanket coverage downfield.
The Jaguars had no choice. They had to go for it, but failed to pick up the first.
Yeah, they did. You're right, Tim. They had to go for it. I think they gave themselves a good chance here with the play call, but the players, sometimes the players just don't execute. That's what happened that time.
First down. Pressure on every snap now. The Jets from the 37. And here's the toss. Evans there to make the stop.
What I do like about this in the running game, it does make you focus on reading your blocking angles a little bit better.
The defense needed to slow this game down. That timeout might be very useful. Now they're ready to go. Coming up, second down.
Like, you just can't bounce and do whatever because you're gonna miss stuff.
And Ivory's
Like right here, I just trusted that that gaping hole was gonna open up, and if not, I was just gonna put my head down and get what I could get.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
How many times do you see people run the power and just bounce it outside automatically? Like here, I'm gonna run HB power. Oh. Just gonna try to follow that guard and cut right off his butt.
Under center. Feeds him again.
Like right there.
The tackle is made, and the first down is picked up.
Bad job by the defense. They know
So if you want to try it, I mean,
the game is probably over. They get
I'd love to hear your guys'
probably why they're going to lose.
opinions of it. You might like it. Personally, I don't. I don't like it. I just think it's limiting yourself too severely.
Move the chains after that last run.
But whatever.
And Ivory's gonna
You always have options.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
When you talk about counter runs, what we just saw that time, the defense thinks the play is going one way, then a pulling guard or tackle comes around and catches a defensive lineman off guard. It makes a good block.
And now they'll try over again on second down. Offense lines up here. You were a quarterback.
So that is that.
But when you got to win in a low-scoring game, how did it feel?
Felt great because when you're the quarterback,
Fife, I love you, but bleh, I want to vomit.
when it's over, everybody wants to know what'd you do. Did you win or did you lose? Well, today we won a low score, but it still felt great.
What a memorable game this truly was. For
Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.
Ivory doing Ivory things. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you all later. Peace.